The word aura has two origins in known language, stemming from ancient Greek and Latin. In ancient Greek, the word meant a morning breeze or wind. The Latin definition is basically that as well, but by the 19th century, it took on an entirely new meaning in many spiritualist circles. The term was reappropriated to describe a sort of energy around a person or emanation from a being, sometimes characterized by a literal, visible glow. This is also commonly how the word is used in the present day. It has been given a new life in part thanks to the online social media platform TikTok and is popular in common slang right now. Dictionary.com defines it as a distinctive and pervasive quality or character, air, or atmosphere. I would define it as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. No human being has ever had more aura than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. When Zlatan stepped onto the field, there was a genuine gravity to him. It wasn't just the way that he literally towered over defenders. It was the persona, the ego, the talk on and off the field that opposing defenders knew that he would back up. It wasn't just the wonder goals, the crazy skills, the willingness to try things no one else would and somehow succeed often. It was the aura, it was the Zlatan. There has never been a professional player like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and there will never be one again. He isn't just one of the greatest strikers ever and goal scorers of all time. He's one of the best to ever do it, period. His career spanned over 2 decades and across 2 continents, 9 clubs, the Swedish national team, of course, too. But today we're going to focus on what almost feels like a side quest in his life story, a blip on the map of Zlatan that has still left a lasting impact on American soccer. Today, we are talking about when Zlatan came to America. But first, let's start back at the beginning in the year of our Lord 1996. A young Zlatan is playing youth soccer for his hometown club Malmo, but is thinking about giving up on the game in favor of working at the docks nearby. Zlatan had a very difficult childhood. He grew up poor, and his mother had legal troubles for one thing, but would also beat Zlatan and his siblings over the head with a wooden spoon, sometimes causing it to rupture and to break. Social services eventually intervened and moved Zlatan to the care of his father, but his father struggled to meet the needs of his son too, so Zlatan would have to resort to shoplifting to feed himself. Zlatan's manager at Malmo convinced him to keep playing, and Zlatan turned the pain of his upbringing into strength, drive, and motivation. He always played angry, hungry, and with desire. Once he signed a professional contract with Malmo a few years later, he impressed immediately and earned himself an €8.7 million move to Ajax in the Netherlands. The rest of Zlatan's European career is sort of history from here on out. He was prolific at Ajax. He scored for Juventus. He scored for Inter Milan. He scored for Barcelona. He scored for Inter Milan again. He scored for PSG a ton, and he scored some from Manchester United and Sweden, of course, too. He just was a goal machine and had already cemented his legendary status and legacy when in the year 2018, at the age of 37, he would take his talents to the United States and to Major League Soccer, where he would join the LA Galaxy. He announced his arrival by taking out a full-page advertisement in the LA Times that simply read, "Dear Los Angeles, you're welcome." An early and fantastic quote from Zlatan from his time in MLS was, "Here I am like a Ferrari among Fiats." Zlatan made his LA debut on the 31st of March as a sub in the very first El Tráfico derby, a game against LAFC. He scored twice, the first of which was a ridiculous volley from way deep, and the second was the game winner scored in stoppage time. Following the win, Zlatan said, "I heard the crowd saying, 'We want Zlatan,' so I gave them Zlatan." And Zlatan they would continue to get. Ibrahimovic was prolific for the rest of the 2018 season, eventually scoring his 500th career goal against Toronto FC, after which he remarked, "Happy for Toronto because they'll be remembered as my 500th victim." While the Galaxy were not able to make the playoffs that season, Ibrahimovic still made the All-Star team, the MLS Best 11, won Newcomer of the Year, and Goal of the Year. Through 27 games that season, he scored 22 goals and also contributed 6 assists. LeBron James sent him one of his Lakers jerseys as a welcome gift, and Zlatan signed it and sent it back. We should never forget this infamous tweet as well. In his second and final season in Major League Soccer, Zlatan, now LA Galaxy captain, posted a ridiculous goal tally of 30 goals in 29 games plus 7 assists. Some highlights from this season included a Panenka penalty against the Portland Timbers and a perfect hat trick against LAFC, which sparked debate about who was the best player in Major League Soccer, he or Carlos Vela, to which Zlatan actually chimed in on, saying that he was the best by far. The Galaxy made a playoff run to the Western Conference semifinals where they were knocked out by LAFC, who in a sense actually did get the last laugh in this story. In the month of November, Zlatan announced his impending departure from the LA Galaxy and from Major League Soccer by saying, "You wanted Zlatan, I gave you Zlatan, you are welcome." The story continues, now go back to watch baseball. The funniest part about Zlatan's move to Major League Soccer was that it was viewed as an effective retirement, in a sense, and fairly so. MLS was, and still is, in many respects, a quote-unquote retirement league for European superstars, but Zlatan went back to Europe. He went back, signed with AC Milan, and won a Scudetto there. His time in MLS, one of the most dominant goal-scoring stretches ever seen in the league, was like a minor side plot in the book of his life, or a side quest in his travels and adventuring. There is a really good article on MLSsoccer.com by J. Sam Jones entitled Zlatan Ibrahimovic's 12 Best Quotes from His Time in MLS. Some of these I have already shared, but let me go ahead and hit a few of the ones that I have not, because they are all bangers. "I came here because I have won a lot. I didn't come to relax. That's what I am. It's not for nothing. I have won 33 trophies. I think that is more than the whole MLS." That's pretty cold. One thing that has helped Zlatan's career longevity, probably the most underrated part of his game, is despite the ego, despite the cockiness, he is a fantastic teammate and a fantastic leader. Here's a great quote that I really believe encompasses this. "My teammates are with me, so I'm a Ferrari. They are Ferraris too." This next one is sort of inexplicable, but I kind of love it. A reporter asked, will they let Zlatan into Area 51? I don't know why they asked that, but hey, great question. And Zlatan said, "I have my own Area 51. And one more, last one, and we will end the video with this quote. It's only fair that Zlatan gets the last word anyway. "They're lucky I didn't come 10 years ago because I would be the president today." This was MLS Pancake, the YouTube channel named after my dog. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. For every person who does so, Pancake does get an extra treat, a pet, or a pat. And let's go ahead and let's check in with Pancake right now.